Hanging out with Debbie Barta at the New York Mastercard Tech Hub, and we've got a giant screen here, and this thing is all kinds of cool.
Yes, it is.
What are we looking at?
So in this case, this is what we call Retail Location Insights. And it's an opportunity for all of our anonymized and aggregated data that we're sitting on at Mastercard to be leveraged for an interesting commercial purpose. So in this case, we've taken your address and we've typed it in to our system, and it's looked at all of the data that we have, and it's giving us different measurements back. So it's telling us the growth of that particular square block, the transactions, the sales, any of the metrics that would be relevant for commercial real estate brokers to say, perhaps, maybe I'd like to build a building there, or maybe if I'm a merchant looking to put up another flagship store, how is this block doing versus this block? And we can compare all of that with our data.
I'm going to go over here.
Please do.
This is where my office is located, 420 West Hastings. I guess this is the growth category?
You were looking at the growth in your square block.
So I'm not growing. Or the block isn't.
Which is fine, but the retail, it looks like, next to your square block.
Yes.
Yep. And around it is an interesting mix. So you've got a lot of growth in this area right next to you. Now, if we switch over and we take a look at the sales, you're going to see those numbers change and then ultimately result in a darker set of reds.
And so these are MasterCard sales, basically, from different merchants that handle MasterCard.
That's right. So if we select this block, and if you look behind your right shoulder, you're going to see a score up and over here that gives you what we call a composite score. So what you see here is the block right next to yours has a score of almost 1,000. This tells us that it's really active from a composite score perspective across all of the different variables. So in this case, growth, sales, transactions, etc. Now what this means is, when we look back at your block, you are stable, probably not a whole lot of growth. So if you're looking to see where should I put the next piece of commercial real estate, or perhaps a new merchant location, you might want to pop over to the block next door.
So I'm on like the wrong side of town.
Not necessarily, but perhaps if you're looking to open a profitable business, you might want to open it one block away.
Across the street. So I can go back to my landlord and ask for cheaper rent.
I think you should.